Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another retro recap. Today, we are doing a Pitfall II Lost Caverns. This is a sequel to the original Pitfall game. Both those games were developed by David Crane and released for the Atari 2600 in 1984 by Activision. This game expanded on its predecessor's side-scrolling adventure by introducing new gameplay mechanics in a larger, more intricate world to explore. Players can take on the role of Pitfall Harry. This time he is on a mission to rescue his niece, Rhonda, and Quickclaw the cat while retrieving a valuable diamond. The game features multiple levels, including underground caverns filled with dangerous creatures and traps that Harry must navigate. The introduction of vertical scrolling along with the horizontal scrolling gave the game a more complex and layered environment than the original Pitfall, allowing for more exploration. In terms of gameplay, this game introduced an innovative respawn mechanic where players, instead of losing lives, could be sent back to the last checkpoint after taking damage or falling into a trap. This mechanic was a departure from the typical life-based system of the era, offering a more forgiving gameplay experience. This feature not only reduced player frustration, but also encouraged exploration without the fear of having to start over from the beginning. The game included unique enemies, obstacles, swooping bats, poisonous frogs, condors, albino scorpions, and electric eels. One of the standout features of Pitfall is its use of a unique audio-visual chip known as the DPC, display processor chip, which was designed specifically for this game. This chip allowed for more sophisticated graphics and a much richer continuous background soundtrack, which was groundbreaking for the Atari 2600 at the time. The music is one of the most memorable aspects of the game, dynamically changing based on player's situation, such as the triumphant tune when completing objectives or a somber tone when Harry loses his life. The DPC also enhanced the game's control responsiveness and allowed for smoother animations. So for the achievements here, we have 12 total achievements. Ratio is currently at 2.96 time of this recording, and I'm going to go through some of those achievements. You'll get pretty much all of them just by doing what I'm going to be doing here. I'm going to show a video of a perfect run with max score. If you do that entire perfect run with max score, you'll get all the achievements. So pretty easy to get them all, and you also get the badge. Technically the badge from Activision that they had back in the day, which was the cliffhanger badge. So, and you only needed 190,000 or something like that points for the badge. But I decided to do a full perfect run on this. This one took me about 2.5 hours to get the mastery on, and I'm going to go ahead and start this up, and we'll go through some of the gameplay. This run will only take about 10 minutes or so. So I'll just go through and do some commentary as we are going here. So gameplay starts out. You can see right there and underneath me is Quickclaw shivering. There's also a rat that I'm assuming that rat is one that he was chasing. These are just condors. The condors are probably the worst part of the entire game. They go up and down, and you have to kind of know when to go underneath them because there's no duck mechanics. So this is the ground level. You're just going to go all the way across. There's the first time you encounter a poisonous frog. I remember encountering that frog for the first time and trying to jump it about 20 times and then just going back to the respawn. But you just go down the ladder and then come back up again to avoid the frog. Here we're just going to grab the first bar. This is the only bar that's above ground. So now we're going to head back and we're going to go down into the dreaded Lost Caverns. There we're just going to avoid the frog again. Same technique. You're going to be doing that same technique for most of the game. Here we drop down and we can see that there's an electric eel there. So I remember when I first saw that electric eel, I thought it was pretty cool because it was flashing and it's just something unique and different. Also, it's water level and you got to swim in it. So definitely changed the pace from the original Pitfall where you just ran the whole time. This you actually get to swim a little bit. So now we're in the Lost Caverns and searching for more gold. We're just going to go down the ladder here. You go down the ladder the same way you do as in Pitfall 1. You can go check out that guide that I have too, where you just walk up to the ladder and basically press like diagonal down. This game is a lot easier than the first one, in my opinion. It's a set pattern. It's really linear. I mean, I guess the first one is linear too, but you do need a map for that. This one, you can actually just make it to the end, probably without a map if you just figured it out and gone through the game normally. Here, I'm going down the ladder and then back up. You will always beat the bat if you do that right away. If you go back up the ladder and then jump to the left, the bat won't make it to the other side of the screen in time if you keep continuously run, so you can avoid those bats that way. I found that to be a little bit easier than jumping over and then kind of dodging underneath them. Bats work the same way as the condors do. They go up and down. You can just get the timing right and then know when they go up. Usually when they're starting to go up is when I go under them. So when they're at their peak, you're right underneath them. We're going to keep working our way down the ladder here. Nothing too complex here. Most of the boards just have bats or frogs, a couple of albino scorpions. You don't have any quicksand to deal with in this one. I will put an entire map of the whole guy, or basically the whole map, in the description below, so you can click on that and see the entire map if you want to use the map too. I definitely used it to figure out where all the gold was, because you have to get, for the achievement, the final achievement for this is basically get all the gold, and save Rhonda, save Quick Claw, and get the rat, along with the gem, which is what you need to get. It is a diamond that he's looking for. So you get all three of those items and you win the game. If you don't fall at all, you also have to not fall. So when you jump over these little gaps, you can actually end up falling down. And if you fall, and you can move right or left just slightly, so if you're on the edge, you can actually get, land on another ledge. But you will lose, I think it's 100 points or 200 points. So if you're going for a perfect run, just be aware that you want to climb down the ladders instead. Here's all about timing with the frogs. Frogs can be kind of annoying sometimes. They'll hit you when you're coming down the ladder. They have a pretty specific hitbox, and a lot of times their back leg will hit you. But here we're just going to go down, go left, and basically that was the whole first wave, I would say. So there's a checkpoint there. They're marked with the red X's. We're going to go over that. We're not going to need that because we're doing a perfect run here, so we should never die. If you stand there long enough, you're going to see a balloon, and the balloon's going to take you up. You can press up or down to slow down or speed up the balloon. You can also press it left or right to move the balloon left or right. Not technically a balloon, as what it says in the manual is that it is Rhonda's specimen bags, and she is filling them up with, she found a geyser, and I guess the steam from the geyser is filling them up, and she's sending them to Pitfall Harry, so he knows that she's still alive and can be rescued. So there, I skipped that second platform. We don't want to go on that one. That's just 2 condors, no gold. So now here's probably one of the hardest parts in the game, in my opinion. You're gonna have to take on 2 condors at once, going the same direction. Easiest to just go under one, go all the way up, go back, and then you're gonna have to kind of time this because they'll be coming from the left side of the screen. They switch from going from the right side of the screen to the left side of the screen. So now you're gonna have to time it again and make sure you get under this condor correctly. As long as you do that, that's literally probably one of the hardest parts of the game. The frogs can also cause some problems for you, but they're not too bad. We're gonna take up another balloon here, and now you're just gonna take up balloons. So you're gonna press up to go a little bit faster, and the balloons will always pop when the bat hits them. So you kind of want to line them up and hit them with the bat. For the next, I think two different platforms, we're gonna just take the balloon up, and this one's pretty easy because the scorpion is easy to jump, and you don't have to worry about the condor so much. We're gonna go up one more level here. You always want to go back past that first one. You can either slow down and wait for them to go by, or you can just cruise right past them and then explode it on the next one. So now we're going to go down here, take care of these 2 scorpions. That scorpion will really pass over on the screen. Sometimes you'll have to jump it. Sometimes it'll work its way back if you're fast enough. Now for this one, you're going to jump, grab the balloon, and hit down and all the way to the left. Because once the balloon hits that top of the screen, it's going to pop. And so there is now, you see your niece Rhonda, and you're going to save her. You get 20,000 points for saving her. Another checkpoint there. We're just going to continue down and avoid a couple more frogs. At this scorpion, we're going to take a left and we're going to make a leap of faith here. The reason why we're doing this is because this is a hidden location where basically you are going to get the diamond. The diamond is one of the three things you need, or that Pitfall Harry wants to get. He wants to get his niece, his cat, and the diamond. Now I'm going to go back up here because I just took my leap of faith and grab this gold bar real quick, and then we'll head right back down. And this, you just go all the way back down. You don't have to worry about anything really. Bats and condors will pretty much time themselves, so you don't have to worry about them too much. Grab that gold bar, obviously. And then continue down again. Last one, you are going to have to dodge this bat, and you're going to have to get used to that because the next few boards, you'll see what I mean. Here's another checkpoint. So we're basically entering stage 3 here. So this is the final stage already. I'm going to jump and get this gold bar. And then this condor, I usually wait until, make sure he's coming from the left side of the screen so you can run in front of him and not have to deal with him. And then now this whole part is basically you're going to have to learn to dodge these condors and these bats at the same time. I found if you get on the ladder and you're kind of higher up on the ladder, you don't have to worry about the bat so much. Condors are the ones you really have to watch out for because they'll come up right on the ladder. You got to watch the pattern of the condor. If it's something you're having difficulty with it and it's something you freak out about, just go back to the previous board and then reset the board and then try again. Found that to help if you want to do a deathless run. We're already at 149,000 here. Unlike the original Pitfall, this one has no time limit on it as far as I know. There's no timer per se. So we're just going to continue up. Same thing. All these boards are pretty much the same. They have condors and bats. Grabbing the gold bars as we go. Another checkpoint there. You don't have to grab that if you're going for a deathless run. I just did it anyways. I'm not going for a speed run here or anything. I just wanted to get through it. Again, that condor should switch back to going the other way. Then you can get in front of them. So go under that one, go under another bat here. You'll see that this kind of just repeats for quite a while because we're going all the way back up from where we came down. You don't ever go back up to the ground level though. You only stay in the underground caverns, the lost caverns the whole time. So there you see I resetted it to get the condor to kind of like line it up better. Then I'm using that technique where, you know, I go up the ladder and make sure the bat's like right above me, and that way you can just run across the screen. You don't have to worry about going under that bat. Oh look, another condor. I love the music for this game. Even when you're on the balloon, you have like some carnival music, and that's part of the DPC, the display processor chip, having all that great music in this game. So that was really cool for the time. Here, by the time you make it to scorpions, you know you're getting near the end. Just have a couple scorpions to jump, which are pretty easy. Nothing too hard here. And at 169,000, this is probably the hardest part right here too, is handling that bat and the frog at the same time. But once you get up on this ladder, the game's basically over at this point. There's the rat. I'm assuming that's just a rat that's running away from cat, that the cat maybe chased down there or something. But we're going to go all the way to the right first before we go get the cat. We're going to go grab one last bar of gold here. And just work our way back. Get some jumps in there. And that's it. Game complete. Max score, no deaths. That's pretty much it. I think the first time I did this and I completed it, I was like, oh, that costs like how much by this game? But it didn't take long, about 2.5 hours to master, but that's because I was trying to go for the deathless instead of the you know, just the achievements. I think the achievements, you don't need a full deathless run. I think it's maybe 190,000 or something like that. Or you just have to get all the diamond, the cat, and Rhonda. You don't have to get like everything. But maybe you do. I think you have to get all gold bars anyways, but you can still die. That's what it is. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the guide and I hope you get your mastery. I thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, please give me a like and subscribe. Otherwise, I will see you in the next guide. Bye.